Watch this video before you paint your kitchen. Welcome to Sunday with Oxana, and today we have Nasir, who is the owner of Wet Paint Company. Please tell us about your company and how did it start?
Okay. We are cabinet painting specialists. We provide a cost-effective solution for clients that are looking to refresh their kitchen without having to go through the costs, the expensive costs of replacing the kitchen or replacing doors. The end result is it looks like it's brand new without having to pay the cost of a brand new kitchen.
What's your favorite brand of paint?
We use Benjamin Moore typically. We will use some others if customers request it, but Benjamin Moore is the brand that we partner with.
What's the latest trends in the kitchen painting? Colors, maybe shape. Yeah. What you are recommending to your clients lately?
Yeah, I think with trends, a lot of times most people, I would say 80% of the kitchens that we do are a white of some kind.
White is back, right?
Yeah, and oftentimes people will tell me they want white. And I tell them that narrows it down to about 300 or 400 colors because there's about that many whites. Yeah. So we will help with that part of it. A lot of times, if you talk trends, there's some people going to grays, some of the blues now, especially for islands, or if they have a separate section, they want to just kind of stand out or be a bit of a centerpiece. Islands are great for that because they'll tend to do a white color in the main kitchen and then a darker color of some kind.
The mix.
Yeah.
Is it true that painting kitchen or bathroom will increase your home value? Absolutely,
yeah. And as you know, as a realtor, the kitchens and bathrooms are typically what people look for, especially kitchens. It's the most commonly used room in your house, even if you don't cook.
I would like to ask you, you're familiar, of course, with DIY projects.
Yes.
What's the most common mistake people do related to kitchens when they decided to do DIY?
The most common mistake is trying to do this yourself if you haven't had experience. And, there's a lot of, TV shows and things and YouTube that makes it look very easy. But when you get into preparing the doors, it's like anything, and the preparation is key. So you have to sand it properly. You can sand doors and panels too far, which means you're going to ruin the doors or the profiles. So knowing how much to sand, using the right types of primer, the right types of paint, having a spray gun, all these, having the proper tools basically is key. And I see a lot of people trying to do this themselves with just a roller and brushing the doors and not even taking them off. And there's paint all over the hinges, and you can actually decrease the value of your kitchen as opposed to trying to accomplish what you're doing, which is to increase it. So always seek the advice of a professional to do it, is my opinion, because we've actually gone and saved maybe some marriages because we've had wives call us telling us the husbands have tried and yes, we need help. So we do counseling as well.
That's the important part. What are your future plans for your company?
We've been doing this for 17 years. If the company goes another 17, that's just a blessing. We've been blessed to be here this long. I have a great team. We're looking at potentially expanding into some other areas, although we cover a pretty broad area now, but perhaps a second location in the horizon. And I also have the business structured to be able to franchise it as well. But right now, we're just really focused on what we're doing every day here and just keeping our customers happy. And so far, so good. I
have a usually section, it's called blitz section with 3 questions, true and false. So don't be, I have my notes. First question. You don't need to clean your kitchen walls before painting if they look clean.
False.
Why?
Because you sometimes can't see the dirt, and sometimes, especially with walls or even cabinets in our case with the wood, sometimes it soaks in, and if it's got any kind of grease that's soaked in, although you can't see it, when you apply any kind of primer or paint to it, if it's not the right product, it's going to show through and it's going to stain eventually.
Yeah. Second question. It's okay to paint over mold in the bathroom as long as you use mold resistant paint.
That's false. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Wow.
you have to mold, even if you just cover it up, it's going to continue to build up underneath and spread even more. So mold has to be taken care of properly by removing it completely. Whether you have to cut out drywall even, whatever you need to do to get rid of it, that's very important because it'll still grow even if you put you want to put the mold resistant paint afterwards when you put something there because mold happened once, so you don't want it to happen again. Yeah. So that's when you would use the paint, but only after you fix the problem.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the anti-mold paint will not help you.
Correct.
To cure the paint.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, it's good.
This is not your home, is it?
No. Okay. Thanks God. Okay. No, I don't have yet. And the last question is, a primer is not necessary if you're using high quality paint.
Yes, false. So definitely you need a primer. And the primer we use is a little bit stronger than your traditional oil and water primers. We use something called a shellac primer. So ladies get their nails done with shellac. It's just a harder surface. But primer has to act, when you're dealing with cabinets, it has to act almost like two-sided tape. It has to have really, really good bonding capability to the actual door or the wood. And it also has to allow something to stick to it properly. So that's why we use the shellac primer. It's just a better product.
For the walls, I'm assuming the same principle, right?
Exactly, same principle.
Has to be there.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's amazing. Thank you very much, Nasir. It was very, very interesting and educational. We've learned a lot. You gave lots of tips. Thank you very much for joining us. If you enjoyed this episode, please like, provide a comment, subscribe. You can see us on YouTube and Instagram. I'm Oxana, your local realtor in Burlington. And as always, see you next Sunday. Bye.
Bye.